咁我哋可以開始個訪談啦。咁然後，
中英合照啊！
中文定英文啊，冇乜所謂。睇下你想
冇所謂啦，可以。我一見到你都見到少少喎，
係嘛係嘛，夠唔夠蒙啊？使唔使再
我會講少少，都見到個樣。
使唔使再蒙少少啊？
望，你可唔可以行前少少，即係近啲行我見嘅樣。
我可以再蒙少少。
係咯 ，cap 咗個樣可以。
都 OK 係嘛？即係
變咗張。咁
樣好啲係嘛？即係有少少嘢畫下，如果唔係都幾大件事。
見到嘛？但係會其實比較蒙，因為係呢個 connection 可能用 message 比較蒙啲，其實。
哦，我再蒙咗，因為我擺咗塊。
見到啊！
我擺咗塊隔離嘅布喺度啊，隔離我哋啊，所以
我知個 concept， 我見咗你上次即係我見過呢個 concept， 嗰個仲蒙啲，其實呢一個都清咗少少噶啦。
OK。
即係見到紅色嘅，可能個煲啊，有眼鏡啊。你上次嗰張有冇眼鏡嘅？好似啊。好似
都有㗎，好似都有㗎。
到個輪廓。
多啲嘢可以畫㗎嘛？
係我早知整塊。咁我唔知整個咩，整個玻璃遮。都清唔清楚？都清楚啊！
清楚啊 ，OK 啊，完全冇問題。
可以有一個其實我3個 channel 嘅，我有一個 iPad 開咗嘅，有另外一個就我有兩個 iPad 度，搞到好多 device。其實我唔知點樣另外一邊開唔開到。係啊，阿 Miu 喺度，我都同阿 Miu 啱瞓醒覺，因為其實琴晚夜晚都幾夜瞓，搞嗰啲 online 嘅 class 啊。係啊，琴晚先開始啊，琴晚先至開始喺屋企整，先至整過啦。有屋企嗰個 network 比較好啲嘅，咁就清楚啲咯，係啦。你返學有冇？使唔需要用 online 啊？返學？
有啊，都不過好麻煩啊！而家用嗰個 Zoom 咧，跟住然後又話佢
係啊，我哋都轉咗啦，唔用啦，
冇用 Zoom 啊嘛，話俾人偷啲個人嘅資料啊嘛，咁所以都唔知啊。但係其實大家都已經 download 晒之後，而家先至知道領嘢，都唔知點算啫。
而家都我都轉咗啦。轉咗用 Google Meet 啊，已經係琴日開始。
但係其實嗰下
係啊，好多其實。
Registry 嗰下已經偷晒你啲嘢啦，其實。
可能 too late 㗎啦，其實。係啊。
跟蹤緊我哋㗎啦，應該已經。
係啊。
係啊，所以。
可能係唔知邊啲分子，唔知啊，係啊。
都唔知點搞。不過，但係。係咯，都好傻豬嘅。
大聲少少，因為啱啱冇乜電，就係冇電，我整翻個，你講啊。
好，咁我哋開始咯喎。咁就睇下先，但係而家我未見到你個樣喎。
即係我要喐。而家見翻啦，見翻。
OK，so 我哋係咪好？我哋使咪轉翻？
喐太多。
好。
喐太多啦。
閂咗個窗，因為
我閂少少窗，即係會。好。而家好啲，冇咁嘈。而家係咪好啲啊？冇咁嘈。
OK 啊，我聽得好清楚，其實我呢邊。
而家個樣都清楚嘛？我就擰個機。清楚啲，呢個光都應該 OK 啊！但我同時都有我攞咗水彩紙喺度畫，
係，
即係我面一個朦朦地嘅。
So let's start the interview.
Sorry.
So Harvey actually is one of my art teacher in Hong Kong. So can you introduce a little bit about yourself?
My name is Harvey. I live in Hong Kong. been in Canada for many years. Now I'm back, like about 10 years now. So I'm teaching, and I'm doing my own work from time to time, or trying to. So that's me. That's me here.
Yeah, so I would like to know that how, so we talk about this online teaching. So what do you find this difference
Yeah.
from like real-time teaching and online teaching of painting?
Well, first, very reluctant. I guess most people, but once you get into it, it's kind of fun. I guess. Um, it's quite challenging, and still I'm learning to do it, to make it to make it work for everybody. To make it like a win-win situation. But first challenge is to convince the student to do it. We're not like an institution, right? People already pay the whole year fee and they have no choice, like you guys. We're like a little private activity, like a workshop. So the students will be free to go. If they don't feel comfortable about doing online, so that we had to tell them, or to make them feel that it's comfortable, and those are willing to do it. So we really appreciate, uh, and that's the beginning, right? And then we get tests. We get tests for a week, like a free class for a week, and then we start to say, now we have to continue to quarantine, that whoever wants to continue to study, um, then let's try together. So
Yeah,
let's learn together with
yeah,
this online thing, and then we try on Zoom, right? That seems the most convenient software to use. Uh, and right after that, we realized that's a lot of issue, like a security issue.
yeah, exactly.
So now we switch to Google Meet, and so that's where we are now. But it's fun that in a way that I'm forced to get myself organized, which is not fun to organize, but it is fun to to feel that I'm I'm more organized with the teaching materials. Also give myself a chance to explore things that I've been longing to, but too lazy to do it.
Mhm.
Uh, so I'm in a way that I think would, the long run would be benefit uh, the student as well as myself, as a teacher, as an artist.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So
and getting back to the mixed media thing.
yeah.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, 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 very good, very good. So I would like to also know that what is the
Yeah.
biggest challenge actually? Because I guess you couldn't make like a, how could I tell, like very intimate conversation, or you couldn't do like demonstration immediately that to show them on their painting, because
I
sometimes we have to somehow touch their painting, right? So what is the biggest challenge in this
yeah
situation?
yeah. I guess that's the limitation, of course, in terms of hands-on like teaching. Like you say, some when working on painting, students would like to see how their painting get developed, or how things can be done on the canvas. So those are limitations, but we can replace that with other things like uh, I still can demonstrate
Yeah,
the steps, and the way to do things through the live video. But also, we have been doing is I record um, a demonstration myself ahead of time. For example, that's advantage. That's what I've been doing. I will be doing since yesterday. That I did a video, and then in the afternoon, then at night I can play that, and then I can do this sort of voiceover, and I would you know, I'll talk about walk through the step, the video with my students as I play the video. So that's kind of cool, and I'm planning to do in a whole bunch of them, and then realize, hey, that's cool. Then I can actually start to record my painting process,
Yeah.
right? Uh, then I sort of lazy to do it in the past, but if I do it more than that, then I could throw into the YouTube or whatever for to share, to promotion,
Yeah.
whatever, and open up to all kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Exactly.
that is kind of exciting in a way. But also, then I will, in my hand, have a lot more teaching materials for the studio in future.
Yeah.
Right? So I try to see the positive side of it
Yeah.
as much as possible to make it easier to survive this difficult situation.
Yeah. Exactly. I would like to know also.
So that's
I would like to know also if you become more busy in this situation or you become more like chill, like spend more time at home, or like literally what are you doing at home?
um, it's more busier in a way. Because constantly you try to figure out how do we survive, right? And then you try to think about, well, if we can help ourselves, then we can help other people, right? The students. Again, it's like a win-win situation. You try to keep the financial situation balanced. Uh, at the same time, you want to see if you can help each other. That's sort of like what you're doing right now in this interview, I guess, and to record these special times.
Yeah,
I'm painting
exactly.
you. I see you painting me. I see you
Yeah,
painting. Yeah.
yeah, we'll
I try.
exchange the painting afterwards.
Oh, cool.
That would be awesome. And I
I
would,
try to do it wet. Oh, actually, you know what? I
yeah.
should record my paint, maybe, but I don't. I maybe have to borrow a, but I don't have the camera
Yeah.
because usually I'll clamp my iPhone
Oh
with
yeah.
this thing.
Yeah.
Do it. It's not too late. I'm borrowing a Muse camera right
Uh-huh.
now. Just right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, we can put the process together to
Yeah, I
see
can
like
send you
what's
the
happened.
I send you the video. So
Lovely.
this thing is like a multi media project for you, I guess.
Uh-huh.
So when people doing performance, then you dancing. You say?
Yeah, yeah, some like a lot of
Is
different
that
things
right?
happening here, like dancing, singing, and like just anything. Like also some poems. So I would
Or
like
some
to
poetry? Yeah.
I would like to know that because most of your students they are adults and they are
Yes.
already working, and I wonder if there is like anyone they losing their job and then they couldn't like pay for the tuition.
Yeah, yeah, that happened too. Yeah, they will stop coming. But for those who stop coming, then we'll send them the video, send them or tell them, hey, why don't you join our online, like free of charge. Uh, that thing happened. You know, so I try to do that. To help out. It's no problem. That's easy.
Yeah, I
And
guess
I
it's
put
a hard
people,
time.
it's all depends on what they do. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess it's a hard time for like a lot of people. They I don't know, it's quite a lot of like little company that they couldn't survive in this situation. And also some of the big company, they're like cutting people also. So I guess it's for them it's not easy to sustain that to giving tuition. But yeah, but it's so nice that you what you're doing, that you try to keep them up and then not telling them not coming, and yeah, doing something online and they can like study themselves also.
Yeah, again, it's a win-win thing. Everybody can benefit from it. Uh, and it doesn't take much, to send out a video, or if I can answer questions, help them to keep going, keep drawing.
Yeah.
Um, that's not a bad thing,
Yeah,
for any reasons.
that's really nice from you. So I want to ask about the exhibition that I guess you
Yeah.
are quite active in like showing your works, but right now, for example, Art Basel, or even I guess affordable arts fair, and like most of the gallery that they kind of like not working. So how you deal with that?
Yeah, it doesn't, in a way, it doesn't affect me much, in a way that I did, participate, few of those events, but I don't really do that regularly. Yeah, I will try to do that. I'll try to get involved with that. Um, like this year, the art, I was going to work with a gallery in Hong Kong, to show some work at the Art Central. We're going to do something, and then this thing happened. So what they do is, I don't know if you heard about that, and what they do is they uh, they will work with this website called RC.
Yep.
It's the online art marketplace. So that's what we do now. We'll put up the work on this website. I think this site is really open for anybody. So even without gallery, I think that individual artists can involve, like you can involve.
Yeah.
But also there's another thing called Hey, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I know you may heard about that. Have you heard about these things? It's initiated by an artist, Matthew something from England.
Uh-huh.
What the deal is that they encourage individual artists to post a few pieces of work with the price under £200.
Yeah.
£200, that's equal to about 2,000 Hong Kong dollar.
Yeah. Yeah.
So each piece, the low price, the discount price, and so whenever an artist sell more than 5 pieces, or at least 5 pieces, up to 5 pieces, they have sort of the obligation to
Yeah.
buy a piece from another another artist,
Yeah.
from that group. Have you heard about this?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't heard about this one, but I know that quite a lot of gallery that kind of they're doing the same like online platforms and selling stuff. And yeah, it's really interesting that how the whole industry working like in this way. And also some like museum that they're also showing a lot of their works or like their projects online, which is like really interesting. That's
Mm.
yeah, and also the Google Art and Culture, which it's really amazed me to like just keep like searching something online. It's even like kind of more easy to reach, I guess. Like a lot of resource that right now we can get from the internet. It's amazing. But then yeah, it's nice that we have if we can have like kind of like platform to showing or even selling our artworks.
Yeah, this might be another kind of wave, for artists to really look into, doing it themselves. So do it yourself kind of culture. It's more expanded from this outbreak. So things that means been happening for years. That
Yeah.
that you don't need your gallery to sell your work, uh, to some standard, to some scale. So I don't know how that will affect in the long term, but I think that's something you should look into too. yes, there's some. It's a way to an idea to help uh, the the artist to keep, uh, I guess, keep them active, keep them creative, um, and also get in the spirit, helping each other
Yeah.
also.
Yeah,
So
it's
I think I haven't get chance to pick the pieces, but this gonna be happening in, I think, next day. That up to that tonight, maybe I'll pick some pieces.
yeah.
So it's a good thing. I think I'll definitely send to people like William, that we know, our mutual friend, William, same way, um, and a few people. So if you're interested, I'll send it. I'll send the link to you. We
Yeah.
basically set up a link on Facebook,
Mhm,
and whoever interested would post work over there.
mhm.
I think Taiwan is also doing that, and I think I saw a photographer group also doing something
Yeah.
similar.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I would like to ask something more
Yeah,
individual,
cool.
like
Yeah.
more personal, I would say. What actually is your emotion or your feeling in this situation of the quarantine life? Do you have like quite a lot of changes, for example, like relationship with people, and what do you feel actually?
A chance to I guess slow down, and definitely the time, I guess, to you can give yourself or your friend a call,
Yeah.
or at least send a message that usually we're too busy to do it. For me anyway. Um, or to send a message to someone who you haven't talked to for a long time.
Yeah.
Um, so to be connect with, I guess, with your friends.
It's quite interesting that actually quite a lot of my guests are saying that it's a good time to connect with family and friends. Actually, this virus, I mean, or this quarantine life, that's kind of giving us some quite new perspective or insight about our life. What do you think about that?
Yeah, definitely. When you're not too busy, you think about life more. when, when too busy, you just go on day to day stuff, right? So it's like you don't even have to read a book. But now I get really tired with my eyes, looking at myself or too much. That's the best thing about it. It's really my eyeball is like, bulging the last couple of days, because I have to keep more, I guess, contact with my students, answering the questions over these online class things.
Yeah.
So we are more connected, you know, on the other hand, but it's really tiring, physical. But we'll deal with that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see your hair. I try to see your features through this. I can see you more clearly now, somehow. Sometimes it's
Really?
in for a second. I can see your face very clear. When you get very close to whatever you're painting, I think it could move forward a bit.
Yeah, I guess it's about the light because I have a window just right upside, so I guess it's quite interesting that it's keep changing the light. Can you still see me? Hello.
Cut off.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, but right now you're more clear somehow.
而家就可能仲 clear 啲啊。
Yeah.
其實我電話啱會 just out of battery. I didn't put the wire
Yeah.
on, but now it's okay. It's from my iPad, which is also facing myself.
Yeah.
I see all this little gadget in front of me. Is it okay? Is it obstructing anything?
Yeah, it's great.
It's okay?
It's great. So yeah.
It's
So
better. I want to do this actually. Now I can see, maybe I can see your face better.
yeah. So I'll continue the interview to you.
Yeah, you can see your
Yeah.
thing.
So what do you imagine that the society or the community will change after this quarantine life? What is your mind that what is the future will look like?
Will look like. I just find out today there's a lot more people in Mongkok today. In the future, I don't know. I think we'll be back to the same. People seem to be forgetting, in Hong Kong. As but maybe not. At least we are going to, for me to be washing my hands a lot more.
Yeah,
That's
literally.
meals always reminds me. But I guess I'll listen more now.
Yeah. But then I guess it's very complicated situation in Hong Kong. We just kind of the movement that's kind of slowed down a little bit somehow, and then this crisis come up, and it's kind of like I don't know. It's really weird situation that at the beginning we want to have a strike, and then like so many people that they couldn't forget about like earning money and they couldn't do striking, and right now that they kind of forced to stay at home and they couldn't like somehow go to work or even they lose their job, and also at the beginning that the government is banning the mask, and then right now everybody have to wear mask. It's such a bizarre moment in Hong Kong.
Yeah, it's definitely more complicated. Yeah, in our situation in Hong Kong. Definitely, you're right. Yeah, and we don't know. We also, what we all think about how this would affect, the the politics in, I guess, the ruling of the CCP in China, and how they get, I guess, changing the relationship with the rest of the world. That also be affecting our lives, in Hong Kong in the long run. And so that would be interesting to see the outcome in the next, I guess, a few months.
Yeah, I guess so. So I wonder at the beginning that there is like some kind of like shortage of toilet paper or rice or like some food. So is it right now everything's go back to normal somehow, or still shortage of mask?
Don't feel. I feel lots of. I get toilet paper. I don't see a line of people line up for those things anymore. Right, and I think they're more like those supplies available now from different resources. I guess they also there are more people like actually they're manufacturing locally in Hong Kong, like the Hong Kong TV mall. The mask, right? Well, like is I think the founder did it. They get the production line going. I heard multi-set. They make an announcement, and the people making their own masks, too, individually.
Yeah. So I would like to know your opinion or your suggestion to the young artists. how could they survive in this severe moment in Hong Kong? What is your suggestion?
The young artists, depending what they do, right?
Yeah.
Depending on what they relying on, with their income, but never easy. It doesn't matter I guess you're younger, you're older, to make art. I guess they have to get themselves ready when the opportunity come back, you know. Um,
It's like
but it's
it's like quite hard time in Hong Kong, I guess, for everyone. So yeah, like I totally understand what you're talking because in Hong Kong, that's to be an artist is not easy. Um,
yeah. I was talking to have an interesting conversation with a friend who has been in Hong Kong for years, doing art sort of full time.
yeah.
And we're just saying that, well, he was just saying that it's harder for him to being someone more senior
Uh-huh.
because it's more complicated. When you older, when you're in the field for longer, uh, you have more obligation. When you're older, you have your life more complicated. Opposed to young artists, we all think
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know they will conquer the world, that sort of thing. We have more hopeful, wishful thinking. Uh, you know, so it doesn't matter where you are. You know,
Mhm.
you're more experienced or you're not. I think not the same, but we all will face some kind of challenge.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what level you're at. Being artist.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. I quite agree of what you're talking, and I know there was like some artists that they famous in their very young age, and then
Mm-hmm.
I guess everybody having like quite different schedule in their life somehow, and yeah, it no matter like young or old, but then we are facing like different situation or we I don't know. It's about the life schedule somehow, and yeah, Eh, but generally, that's how to advise artists to face this time, like, or how could they use this time? What is the best, like, um, how could I tell, like, how to deal with it?
Yeah, I think you have to get yourself active, connect to whoever would uh, would would be on the same journey with you. Your your friends who appreciate your work. Think maybe the gallery that like your work. Get get in touch with them. You know, um,
Yeah, I think it's quite important to be active actually. I mean, yeah, active on your works and sometimes maybe it's even quite important to be active to connect to people also. Yeah, but it's not easy. I
what you
mean,
do
hmm?
is that what you're doing now? What we're doing here? We'll create a project. Um, so that we will, in a way, in a big way, we'll help each other. As long as you create new work that keep you happy, keep you going. That's the only way.
Yeah, yeah, I guess so. Just really
It's
have
so
to
easy.
enjoy.
It, it's so easy um, that you would get into this sort of negative, thinking
Yeah,
and depression for many artists, and then it stop. It stop creating stuff. and you don't have new work, then you're nothing in your portfolio. When your opportunity comes to you, you're nothing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you're no one to blame for. Yeah, we talked about example like that, yesterday with a friend about some of the senior artists in Hong Kong. They may get a very early success,
Yeah.
when they're the mid-career, get a lot of opportunity for exhibition. They may sell some work, get into auction, buy the house or whatever, and then the market change. Your work may not be as popular as before, and then you get depressed, and then you're blaming everyone. You stop working, creating, you start this sort of vicious cycle. You don't create stuff. When Gary invite you to do a show, you don't have any nice work to show. Then you have bad critique, feedback. And then you're not selling work anymore. Then you start to get depressed. You don't work anymore. You stop producing.
I guess
and you don't wake up and keep going like that.
Yeah, I guess it somehow happened to all the artists, like time to time somehow. Like even some of my classmates that in their very young time, like I mean they're like 20, 24, 5, And then also they have this kind of like struggle, even in their very like young age, that they was like, oh, should I become a full-time artist, or shouldn't I? Like it's because kind of always like everywhere, not just in Hong Kong, that is kind of tough always, like to
Yeah,
insist on what you're doing, right?
yeah. But no one can become full time. Your artist right away. You can't. No one should tell you that you can do that. Right? And no one will hire you as a full time artist. I mean, there are exception case, right? But there are cases that you may get picked up by a gallery, or gallery owner who really love your work, buy all your work, give you a studio to work in. But that's really rare. I only heard about that once in my life.
Yeah.
A friend in Hong Kong, or like the case in the brilliant case, right? A guy, but you probably know more of that story about than me. I don't know the complete story, but I know at one point, I think the gallery stopped doing it. They did not
Yeah, yeah.
get it. But the beginning, it's great, right? It's like a full-time job, and then suddenly the company stops, or lay you off, or for so many reasons, right? Not even something that done wrong, but they're saying that it's really out of your control. It's not your thing.
Yeah,
Because then you rely on that,
yeah, it's a lot of different circumstances can come. You when you think that the gallery they're like damn rich, and suddenly the owner can die. I'm not kidding. This is a real story.
Oh yeah,
It's crazy.
is it what happened?
Huh?
Oh, it's too bad.
Yeah. So it's really crazy. Like life just come like I don't know. Sometimes it's like someone signed you for an artist, and then suddenly, the gallery boss die in 2 years. That then you have no job again. Like it's such a crazy. I don't know. Like yeah, it's just life. Everything is unpredictable.
Yeah, I guess in any try to, I guess, any situation that you're relying on, I guess, your general income cannot rely on like one person or one company. Because you have to be somehow. But then I guess when someone doing full-time job, that's different. But in a way, it's similar. Right? You only rely on one income, and when you get laid off, then you look for another job. But I don't know how easier for I guess for a full-time job person than for maybe for artists it's a lot harder.
Yeah.
It's very different.
Yeah.
It's lucky for you to find your like your backlog in Chinese.
Yeah.
Like how many backlog then you can meet in time, and the backlog have the ability to to sell your art, to buy your art, and give you a good living. Then you can have all the freedom in the world to do your own work.
Yeah.
That's pretty rare. I don't think it's really that common.
Yeah.
And it's but never easy for anybody get into the art world and dreaming as working as a full-time artist. I think that most people have to do other things. Like I like in my case, I'm teaching. Right?
Yeah.
In the early, I do illustration, but that's my full-time job. With the time I didn't. But I was trained as an illustrator, right? But that's my job, and but also at the same time I want to do my own personal work, right? And thinking one day I will do some more personal work. But then I never really thought about maybe full time I can do fine art. So all people would go the classic case, you drive a taxi at night. All the time when you off work, like you do your own art. But nothing wrong with that. There are many master with the story like that. Like those two in Hong Kong. I don't know if you heard about Han Jifan and Lui Shaoquan, right? Lui Shaoquan was in the Star Ferry, where Han Jifan working for the post office, like all their life.
Yeah.
And they developed their own amazing artistic career. At the end, and still.
Yeah.
So it's something better that way.
Yeah.
Something better that way. You do something pretty not related to art, and then you have all the freedom to do your own work without worrying about, without asking yourself when you pick up your own brush or when you think about your project, you don't ask yourself, with this marketable, like can you sell it, right?
Yeah.
As you know, when you think about that, well, that's not art. Right? Of course, we can avoid thinking about that back in our mind, but I don't think we should think about it too much.
Yeah, exactly.
But
yeah, so this might be the last question. That's yeah. So your portrait is quite ready. So
you're just ready.
I couldn't wait.
Haven't done your smile. It looks really bad right now. I won't show you. It looks really awful right now.
So probably this is the last question. That's what is the first thing that really excited you to do after this quarantine life?
The exciting part?
So what is the most excited thing that you're going to do after this? Like the first thing that you're going to do after the quarantine?
Well, after that?
Yeah.
After that, I don't even know when. I guess you just go to get some fresh air, right? Without the mask, you just go. Maybe you know what I do? I will go. I guess go out with Meal to go to the, to the country or to the islands. And for myself, I would just go to grab my basketball to shoot some basket, which I haven't done for a long time.
Yeah, true.
It's some for sure.
Yeah. Talk about basketball. Me?
Um,
Pardon?
to move forward to your canvas, to whatever you, I need your that angle, like you as you painting, you moving forward to the painting.
Yeah, actually.
Shot of that.
Yeah. But can you see?
Maybe here. Not. Oh.
Can you see?
Wow, that's pretty good. Very good. Yeah.
I will send you very
We
soon.
look like me. We got the likeness.
Can I see mine?
You look awful. Yeah, but you want to see it?
Yeah,
really
of course. Bad. It will be interesting.
Really.
Let's take a picture because it's like very
Very abstract.
It's lovely. Let's take a picture because it's very blurry here. Yeah, it's so nice.
I like the color. I like the distance, but definitely, from the point of view of a realism, it nothing to do with it. Had to, but I'll keep working on it. This paper is actually pretty good. I'm still be able to pulling the color out and light. So really, I'll keep working on the base.
Yeah, it's really nice. Oh my goodness, I really like it. Like the mood is really good.
Thank you.
Yeah, it will be my profile picture.
Okay, I'll send you in an hour. I'll send you an hour.
That's lovely.
Whenever it's ready.
Yeah.
Thank you. I will. You know what I'll do? I would do a selfie with you right now.
Oh, lovely. Please.
Move forward a bit. It's really fuzzy. You move your head to your left more, so looking away from the camera.
Yeah.
But you have to go. You move towards to your canvas, to wherever you're working on. Pretend you're working on a painting. Pretend you're working on my portrait.
Yeah.
I want your angle. I want your three quarter. Yeah, more like that. More like that.
This?
But more to the canvas. It's just not clear somehow.
Like
it was better before. When you pretend you're actually working, then I'll get.
Oh yeah, probably. Maybe I just
Yeah,
keep working.
Like that. You like that. Yeah.
I guess
Okay, see yeah.
Lovely.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get that information. I would be doing a kind of impressionistic version.
Cool.
That's cool. Thank you.
Thanks so much for.
You're doing okay.
Yeah, thanks so much for your participation. I'm so happy to have you here.
No problem. Meals here. Can you see me?
Yeah. Hello. 好啊，唔該晒啊，好開心啊，玩咗好耐我哋。
Yeah。其實咁你而家做嘢，唔係你哋嗰個，你仲有冇其他學校啲 project 要做喎？都要。除咗呢個之外。
依家暫時咧就係呢一份咯，但係因為我其實今個 sem 咧點講咧，係咪叫停學咧？因為其實想 extend 個課程啊，想長少少喎。係啊。
但係會唔會再俾學費㗎？即係再俾新學費？
其實就如果停
咗
時間就唔使嘅。呢段時間即係佢係本身2年嘅，中間 extend 1年就唔使，但係如果之後要第4年嘅話就要咯。咁所以就好好利用呢1年唔使交學費咁樣，就自己多啲玩下，即係做下作品啊 ，send 下 open call 啊咁樣咯。
你嗰度你而家喺嗰個prep 都好多 art 睇嘅喎，開心應該。
好開心。
嗰啲 building 啊都好。
係啊，好開心啊！喺呢邊已經流連忘返，呢叫咩？樂而忘返。
樂而你要2年、1年、1年半啊。
年半啊。
年半啊，年半啊。哦。
係啊，係啊。
咁係咯，希望啲可以。但係你哋嗰邊情況係點樣？其實呢邊你哋出邊嗰啲譬如啲朋友啊，個個都係咪都好似戴口罩你哋都？
都係㗎，都係㗎，都呢邊啲人啊，但係一個政府一嗌就即刻戴咯，即係本身就唔係好理㗎啦。但係係咯，而家就好啲嘅，因為佢哋都聽話嘅咁樣咯。係啊，好啊，
好似比
嚇
歐洲國家已經係好啲嘅。
係啊係啊，同埋佢強制啊嘛，佢強制啊嘛。係啊，我再同你哋傾啊，我下個客仔嚟緊啊。
好啦，
好啊，多謝你啊。
好啦，
好，
thank you，
再傾。
拜拜，take care。
拜拜。